Hi guys, morning or whenever you choose to watch this. I hope that you are well. And Merry Christmas if you're watching this around Christmas time. So yeah, today is obviously the 24th, Christmas Eve, so that's when I, as a Swede, celebrate Christmas. So I wanted to give this to you because I did something similar the other day and it felt so very good. So we're going to start off with a little bit of kind of self-massage and then finish off with a guided meditation. So we're going to start off not needing anything, but when we're massaging the face, it does feel really nice to have some sort of oil. I've got just normal kind of coconut oil, which is just, you can use it for cooking as well, like it's just the virgin coconut oil, which I highly recommend. You don't need a lot of it, and you can just leave it on your face and it's really good for your skin. Any other kind of oil also works if they're a little bit sticky afterwards. You can just rinse your face, or also if you don't have that, if you just grab a kind of lotion or something if you want, or obviously you can do it without. For the guided meditation, you should recommend something like an eye pillow, even if that's just a scarf or like a little towel that you can just place over your eyes. But it does just make a big difference to have something covering your eyes, especially if that thing is weighted like the eye pillows are. But obviously you'll be fine without it as well. If you have a little pillow or something that you can place under your knees, maybe even a blanket to place under your sacrum or underneath your head or something for when we're lying down, feel free to grab that as well. It's just making yourself as comfortable as you can. So making this a practice of luxury and kind of indulging in looking after yourself. It really shouldn't be that indulging, but it does feel really good. So grab your things. Feel free to pause the video to grab whatever you think that you may need. Maybe some sort of oil, moisturizer, some sort of pillow for underneath the knees when we're lying down. Also a pillow, I don't know if you can see, I'm sitting on my bolster right now because it just makes it a lot kind of kinder on my hips. So yeah, if you want to sit on something, grab that as well. And then we're going to begin. I'm just going to come off my bolster for now so you can see me a bit easier what I'm doing. But feel free to stay on yours if you were sitting on one. Oh, and also feel free to light some candles, maybe put some nice music on. Highly recommend some nice cozy music. And yeah, maybe put some nice smells on if you have any kind of smelly things like incense or anything like that. Just really create this sanctuary of calm and relaxation. And then we're going to begin. So feel free to sit onto something. And we're going to start kind of sitting cross-legged with one leg slightly in front of the other. So that's a lot easier if you're sitting on something. I'm just sitting on the floor so you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to kind of grab hold of our feet, using our thumbs just circle in the inner arches. You can also place the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out if that feels okay. You could then also place something underneath the knees to really support them. So yeah, this is not kind of a stretchy class. It is just a feel-good moment. So don't worry about kind of how it looks or if you're feeling a stretch or anything, but rather just letting yourself feel good, feel supported. So just circling your thumbs around in your inner arches. And making your way up towards the ankles. Just keep kind of squeezing your four fingers on the outside and your thumb and the heel of your palm on the inside of your bones. You can just go up and down a couple of times. We're squeezing around the knees. And then we'll bring our hand to the back of one leg and just kind of massage the back of our ankle. Again, just using the four fingers and kind of cupping the back. Massaging the calf. And then we're just going to drag our forefingers again underneath the knee. We've got lots of kind of lymph nodes and lymph channels running there, so it should feel like a really nice kind of draining situation. You can also let your thumbs kind of run along the side of the knee, and the same on the other side and the outside. Perfect. And then we'll do the other side. So starting off by just massaging, squeezing your calf muscle. Awesome. And then running your forefingers in the back of the knee. The thumb can run on the side. Being quite firm. Obviously, we don't want any pain whatsoever, but we want there to be some sort of change within the body. So you want to help that lymph, that thicker fluid to move through the body, as well as the blood that flows a bit more easily because it's mainly water. And brilliant. And then yeah, coming back into your cross-legged position or how it felt good. And you can carry on with the squeezing of your inner thighs. Going up and down, and then changing it over to the front of the thighs, up towards the hip creases. You can even use your thumbs to kind of circle and push gently into your hip flexor. And then bringing your feet down, just squeezing the outsides of your thighs. And then the back of the thighs going down and up a few times. Perfect. And then just bring both your hands to one foot and dragging on the foot. I'm just going to lift my foot so you can see what I'm doing. Dragging your hands, kind of closing it all the way down. And a couple more times, pulling the skin back. I'm just feeling how you're drawing it towards your groin. And then we'll do the other side. Lovely. You might even feel that your body's starting to heat up a little bit. So kind of improving your blood flow and the circulation around the body. Perfect. I'm just going to take this off. And then we're just going to place our hands on our belly. We're going to circle the belly. Lovely. And you can draw a smaller circle, focusing more on the kind of the fingertips around the navel. Maybe you draw big circles around. Lovely. And then bringing your hands to the back of the body, just pulling up. And up on the belly, up on the sides. Lovely. And then to your hand, using whichever hand you want, you gently begin to circle your thumb around in your palm, massaging the heel of the other palm. That might be a little bit tired from all the massaging that we've done. Out into the fingers. And then with your thumb, kind of pulling from the webbing in between the thumb and the index finger, pulling it back. And if you can see your bones on in between each finger, you want to pull down that line. It doesn't have to be kind of a big squeeze, just drawing that. Again, helps to drain the lymph in the body. And then going through each finger. Perfect. Giving your forearm and wrist a bit of a massage. Using your thumb. And it's not about kind of fixing your body forever and ever, but rather just improving your awareness of the body and feeling good right now. I'm kind of pulling down the arm on all sides. Again, feeling how it's just draining the arm, kind of renewing and replacing. And then we'll go over to the other side. So starting off by just circling your thumb around in your palm. And then add to the fingers. And then using your thumb to pull on the back of the hand in between the thumb and index finger back towards the wrist. And then in between the bones on the back of your hand. Doing a couple of times on each finger. Lovely. And then again, just gentle little circles and massaging the wrist and forearm. And then pulling back over the elbow, over the whole arm, down towards the armpit. Lovely. And now to one of my favorites. We're going to use our hand and you're going to bring it to the other shoulder and try to create a little kind of claw and just cupping the shoulder. And you can use your other hand and slowly pull down. So this is the reason why we didn't want to use any moisturizer or oil just yet, because this feels much nicer if you get a bit of friction in the skin. And kind of keep pulling. So again, apply a firm amount of pressure. Take it slow, so you're not rushing through this. Pulling all the way down, kind of towards the collarbone. Move your hand around. If you have any kind of bulky clothes on, feel free to take them off, and hoodie or something. And if you can, getting all the way into your skin, otherwise on top of your t-shirt is also fine. Kind of moving your hand around so you get into a different spot each time. Lovely. Pulling down along the collarbone when you get to the front. I think this feels amazing in that kind of weird way where it's quite painful. Lovely. And then we'll go over to the other side. Same thing there, creating that claw motion. Use your other hand to help push it down. Take your time to really get a grip around your muscle. Just doing this quite intuitively, feeling where your body needs it. Lovely. And then using one hand, just kind of again massaging the back of your neck. And then placing your thumbs at the base of your skull, massaging backwards and forwards there. And then bringing your hands or fingers into a little C shape and just place them around your ear. And just circling your fingers around the ear, so you're kind of on the base of the skull, but around the ear. So you can feel the little curvature of the skull that sits around the ear and just massaging there. And you have the little hole here underneath your earlobes, right at the base of your jaw. You can place your thumb there. And circling all your fingers around. Awesome. And then just combing through the hair. You can do, if you're not wearing it, a ponytail, you can do all the way back. if you are wearing a ponytail or something up in your hair, you can also draw up at the back. You can also do that without a ponytail as well. Combing the hair, massaging your scalp. This is my favourite thing. I love it when you go to the hairdressers and they do this. Lovely. And now we're going to grab that oil or moisturizer. So the oil that I have is solid. So if that's the case for you as well, just rub it in your hand a little bit so that it melts. Now we're just going to kind of spread it all over the face and down your neck. And if you need more, grab some more. And we're going to start with our two middle fingers and index fingers. And just really gently circling around the temples. Medium pressure, it's quite intuitive, you know how much pressure you want to use here. And then circle your hands or fingers down until you get to the jaw. You can open your mouth here, which helps the jaw muscle relax a little bit, so you get a little bit deeper into it. Lovely. And then circling at the kind of right at the top of your collarbones. And it might be easier to use your thumbs here. I think it is, because it depends on how your shoulders sit and everything. Lovely. And then again, back to your index fingers and middle fingers. Or maybe just one finger and just